Good morning, Saturday Academy, on Saturday, May 15th, 2021 at 9 a.m. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. And Selena came to say hi. Say hi, Selena. Okay. We're almost done, guys. There's only a few more Saturdays left. So thank you for the 16 of you right now that decided to show up on time before 9 o'clock or at 9 o'clock on the dot. So I'm going to need everyone to turn their camera on. I see 3 people have your cameras off. I know one is logging in. So before I proceed any farther, thank you, Andrew. Heaven, I need a camera on or you're going to be asked to leave the class. Okay, I have a few more people coming in. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing today. Marina and Natalie. I keep omitting Lorena. Okay, all cameras need to be on. Heaven, your camera needs to be turned on. Kalani, your camera needs to be turned on or I'm going to remove you from my breakout room. You have 5 seconds to turn it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you need to turn your cameras on, Heaven. It's okay. I'll just write it down on Kickboard. I'm not going to waste my energy right now. All right, so let me tell you guys what we're going to be doing today. This week was like we only had class Monday and Tuesday because Wednesday and Thursday were parent-teacher conferences, as you know. But with that said, there was an assignment that was due yesterday at 9 o'clock, and some of you in here did it, so shout out to you. But those of you that did not do it, do not turn it in because I am not grading it. It was due at 9 o'clock, and I'm going over the answers and how to do it now with you. So anyone that turns it in is not getting credit at this point because it was already due yesterday at 9 a.m., and you had all week to do the work. So what we're going to do today is I just need someone to read my learning target, and I need somebody to take screenshots. Okay, wait a minute. So Nia, write what you would like to do. Nia, write what you would like to do in the chat.
I did. I wrote learning target.
Oh, Branson did it too. Oh, that's, I don't know. You and Branson have to decide because I think you both wrote it at the same time. So some of you decide, wait. Yes, we are going to take screenshots. So who wants to do that? Who wants to take my screenshots? Because now there are 28. Branson. Okay, Branson, how about this, Branson? You take screenshots and Nia reads the learning target, okay? All cameras need to be on, Noah. All right, let's get the show on the road. So today I did you a service. I did not make you do notes. I'll tell you why, because this was an assignment that was due. So this was due yesterday at 9 o'clock. So those that did it, shout out to you. Those that didn't do it, unfortunately, it's too late now to turn it in because we are going over it for Saturday, May 15th of 2021. We're going to review Unit 3, Expressions and Equations. We're going to review all the 6 EE standards. So Nia, if you want to just read learning target, the 5 words, and then Branson will screenshot the work and put it up.
Unit 3, expression and equations. Learning target. I can successfully review all Unit 3 standards for expressions and equations and learn from any misconceptions/mistakes that I have made. Important vocabulary words. 1. Expression. A mathematical phrase that contains operations, numbers, and such or variables. Evaluate to figure out, to find the answer, to solve. Commutative property of addition. Recording the terms does not change the value of the expression. Switch the numbers around and still get the same sum. Distributive property. Multiplying the outside term by each term in parentheses.
So all you guys have to do is just simply listen.
Like term. 2 or more variable expressions that have the same variable. Add or subtract the same variables.
So when we say the distributive property, Nia, what method should we be utilizing?
Box method.
Awesome. So we're going to be reviewing this assignment that was due yesterday at 9 a.m. Those of you that did it, great. Those that did not do it, unfortunately, it's too late. You submitted, it's not getting graded because we're going over it now. All right, so when we think about it, we have apples and bananas. We know apples and bananas are fruits, but they are not the same thing. They are both a fruit, but they are different kinds. So we have 5 red apples, as you can see, plus 3 bananas. Yeah? So we can't combine them and say that it's 8AB because it's 5 apples plus 3 bananas. They are both fruits, but they are different kinds. And then here's the wall method, right? We make the horizontal and vertical line. Horizontal line. And then we make, oh, sorry, that was vertical. Sorry, that was vertical. And then this is horizontal. As you can see here, we do the wall method. The inverse of addition is subtraction. So I have to subtract 12 on both sides. That is why I'm left with R. This gives me 13. Same thing here when we think of the wall method, folks. Okay, here we make the vertical line, and we make a horizontal line. The inverse of subtraction is addition. So whatever I do to the left, I do to the right. So I have to add 120 to both sides in order to figure out what the variable x is. X is 200 because 200 minus 120 is equal to 80. Just like 13 plus 12 is 25. Now this is where we have some hiccups. K over 2 is equal to 16. We know that when we see a slash, it means division. Okay? So now all we simply have to do is we are going to divide by the denominator because we want to get the x, we want to get the k by itself. So there's division here. So I'm going to multiply by the denominator, which is 2 on both sides, and I get 32 because 32 divided by 2 is 16. Here we have multiplication. Coefficient, which is a number in front of a variable, and a variable together means multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I have to divide by 3 on both sides, and that is how I get 4. Okay, so let's look at this question. Flavia, can you read question 1 for us?
Okay, so directions. Read all questions carefully. Be sure to show all work. The correct answer with no work shown will not receive partial credit. What is the value of expression below? 2 divided by 3. Well, 2 multiplied by 3 and times 4 with the remainder of 2 plus 1 times minus
Keep reading it. I know.
2 with the exponent, well, with exponent 3.
Whew, that was a tongue twister, right, kiddo?
Yeah.
I know, but you did a good job. Okay. So let's look at this. We got 2 with the bracket, then 3 parentheses, 4 squared plus 1 parentheses bracket minus 2 to the 3rd. So according to PEMDAS, what do we have to do first, young lady?
Parentheses.
Okay, so we're going to do, and pay attention, again, this is not to be turned in. It's past due at this point. I'm not grading it. Parentheses. What number is in the parentheses? That is step 1. Not the bracket, the parentheses. What does 4 squared mean? That's the parentheses.
4 squared means 4 times 4. Well,
Good. 4 times 4 plus 1, right? And then we have a bracket minus 2 to the 3rd power. Okay, let's continue with that part. Let's take care of the parentheses. This is in parentheses, so let's finish that out. Help me out.
all right. So basically, 4 times 4 equals 16.
Okay. So 16 plus 1.
Yeah, 16 plus 1. How did you do the bracket? Well, that's kind of like the box method, but it's just that when you do the box method, it's like a whole different complication. Miss Canella, how did you do the bracket?
So next to the letter P, you just hit that button. On the upper right-hand corner next to the letter P, you'll see something with the squiggly mark. Do you see it? Hold on, I'm so sorry. It looks like this. You'll see something like that, and then you'll see something that looks like that. You see it next to the P button? Okay, let's continue. Go ahead, Flavia, because I don't want to take away from your time. Go ahead, Flavia.
Okay, so then it's going to be minus 2 times 2 times 2. And that would give you 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 times 2 times 2 is 6. Careful.
8.
8. Okay. Bracket minus 8. And then that was my exponents. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we did parentheses, we did exponents. Now we got to do multiplication. So what are we going to multiply according to PEMDAS?
So now what you're going to multiply is 2 times
3 times 17, which is what?
on my calculator. 3 times 17 equals 51.
Okay, so 51 now is in the parentheses with the bracket minus 8. We still have to finish and we have to do multiplication, right?
Yeah.
Continue out.
So now 51 minus 8.
Wait, 51 minus 8 or 2 times 51?
2 times 51. That would give you 102.
Okay, 102.
Yeah.
And then, is there addition? No. Is there multiplication? Is there subtraction? Is there subtraction?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we just got 102 minus 8.
Okay, so what is the the final result?
94.
Does everyone see how she got 94? Because I don't know how some of you gave me these wacky answers, but I was trying to figure out how we got these wacky answers. So answer would be 94 is the value of the expression. Again, there are no notes today because this was an assignment that was due yesterday. But if I were you, I would probably screenshot this so you can check it against your work. Here's problem 1. Branson, I think you're screenshotting this. We've got to screenshot this and put this up, please. I don't know if you're still here, Branson. I'm going to pick on somebody else if I don't hear from you. Flavia, can you screenshot number 1 and put it up for us, please, so we can move on?
Okay, just
Yeah? All right, so that's how you do number 1. Can we move on now? Flavia? Yes? Okay. Problem number 2. Let's have, where's Tori Kemble? Okay, she's here. Angie, can you read problem number 2 and tackle it?
Which expression represents the phrase below? 3 fewer than the number p.
So let's think of the word fewer than. What operation is fewer than?
Fewer than is the operation subtraction.
So which answers could you cross off that make no sense right now?
We could cross off B and C.
Okay. Now you got a 50-50 chance of getting this question right.
Okay, so since it says 3 fewer than a number p, I think we would have to pick
You have either this one or this one, A or D. What do you think?
I think it's
What do you guys
A.
think? Okay, if you think it's A, type A in the chat. If you think it's D, type D in the chat. Got people saying D and somebody said A privately to me. So, Tori, can you come off and explain why you said D, and then Angie will explain why she thinks it's A.
I would say it's D because it's 3 fewer than P, and that would mean that would be 3 being subtracted from P.
Okay. And Angie, what's your reasoning why you think it's A?
I think it's A because it says 3 fewer than number P. So like it's saying 3 subtracted from a number that's P.
Okay. So I hear both of you. Your answers are valid, but however, the way Tori said it is actually better because this would say 3. If you picked A, it would say 3 is less than P, and this means P is fewer than 3 fewer than P. So that's why it's D, folks. Okay, Angie, that's a trick one. Okay, who's screenshotting this one? Angie, since you took it, since you did it? Branson, you're going to do a problem, so get ready. All right? I don't even know if you're here anymore. Oh, there you are. Okay, Branson. Okay, moving on. Branson, please read problem 3. It says, Mr. what?
Mr. Jackson orders lunch to be delivered to his workplace for himself and some coworkers. The cost of each lunch is $6.25. There is also a one-time delivery fee of $3.50 to deliver lunches. Write an expression that Mr. Jackson could use to find the cost of N lunches.
Okay, let's stop right there first. Branson, how much is each lunch in the question?
$6.25.
Okay, easy, right? Each means what operation? When you see the word each, are we adding, multiplying? What are we doing?
Adding.
Are we adding though? Think about that.
Multiplying.
Multiplying.
There we go. Thanks, guys. So if we know we're multiplying, we're going to multiply the cost times, do we know how many lunches he's going to buy?
No.
So what are we going to do with the 625 in the end? Are we going to add it, or we're going to, this means multiply, or are we going to divide it? What are we going to do? You just said it. Good. Now, when you have a delivery fee, a fee, that is money that is what? Added on or money that's subtracted?
Money that gets added on.
Good. So we're going to add, what is the fee?
$3.50.
So this is the expression. Again, for those that just came in late, we are reviewing the work that was due yesterday at 9 a.m. Those of you that turned it in, great. But those of you that did not turn it in, unfortunately, it is too late to turn it in. You will not get credit because it passed the deadline. Now, Branson, can you read letter B now?
B. Use your expression to find the total cost of delivering 5 lunches.
Okay, so this is the expression, right? Branson?
Yes.
This is what you just said, right? Rewrite the expression. Now, how many lunches is he going to buy or order online, sir?
5.
So what am I going to do with the 5 and the $6.25?
$6.25.
Am I going to add or multiply it?
Multiply.
Good. So step 2, Branson, we are going to substitute 5 for N and multiply, then add. Do you see that, Mr. Branson?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the step. Now, we're going to do step 2B. This is going to be step, I'm going to do it in another color for you. I'm going to do it in blue. If it takes it, I'm not sure why it's not. Step 2. Okay, Branson, so I'm going to need some help now. Get your calculator ready. You ready? This is step number 2A, I guess. Okay. What is 625 times 5? So we got $6.25 times 5 is how much money, sir? $31 what?
That's $31.25.
Okay. Now that I know that, I have to take that amount, and what do I have to add? What's the delivery fee?
$3.50.
Okay, so I'm going to take $6. I'm going to take the $31.25, and I'm going to add it to the $3.50. And what's the total amount now?
The total amount would be $33.75.
Is the total
$34.
good? So is the total, again, the total cost of delivering 5 lunches. Okay? That is how you correctly solve number 2 for the assignment that was due yesterday. At this point, you cannot turn it in. It is too late. You had plenty of time. I'm not accepting it. Do not turn it in. Too late now. Okay, here's question 3. So Branson, since you solved this, can you screenshot this and post this up, sir? Branson? I need, let me know once you have the screenshot, and you got to post it right now, sir.
I'll
Come on.
screenshot it.
Okay. Are you ready? I heard a screenshot. Did you post it up, bud?
I'm posting it now.
Okay, in Saturday school, okay? All right,
All
which
right.
expression is equivalent to this one? Let's have Juliana Quinsby. I need you to try this problem. Please read it and tell us what you would do, miss.
Okay. I would add 9. Then I would add 9m and plus 3t.
So what's 9 times 9m? What's 9 times 9?
9 times 9 is
Juliana, 9 times 9? Somebody help her out.
81.
81M.
Good, what's 9 times 3, Juliana?
9 times 3.
Yeah.
9 times 3 is 27.
Okay, so Juliana, we want to know which answer choice has 81m plus 27t. Which answer is that?
Answer D.
This is what you had due yesterday at 9 a.m. So there you have it. Okay, so Juliana, you answered the question. You're going to screenshot this now and post it in Saturday school, please. Just Tori's going to be next. So whoever pretty much answers the question today is going to post the picture up. That's how we're going to do it to make it quick and easy. So whoever answers is responsible. Juliana, do you have it?
Yes, I have the screenshot.
Did you post it yet?
I'm about to post it.
Okay. Tori is going to read number 5 and she's going to do number 5 for us.
Which expression is equivalent to 4x plus 5 plus 2x plus 10?
What do we do here, Tori?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
So the first step is to combine the like term, and 4x plus 2x equals 6x.
So combine the like terms, which are 4x. And you said what? 2x?
Yeah.
So I'm going to write that down. 4x plus 2x is how many x's?
6x.
Okay, what do we do next?
So next we have to add the 5 and the 10,
And why are we adding that?
because since we couldn't combine it to the 4x and the 2x, we have to do it separately.
Good. So step number 2, add the 2 numbers, which are what? 5 plus 10, you said, right?
Yeah.
Which is what?
15.
Okay. So we're going to change this. We're going to make this purple. Now, what is the final expression that is equivalent to that?
The final expression is 6x plus 15.
Awesome.
Answer is
Huh? What answer is it?
C.
Everyone see that? Anyone have a question for Tori? She did that beautifully. Question? Okay. So Tori, since you were kind enough to do this question, I would like for you to screenshot this and put it up in Google Classroom, please.
Screenshot.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on to problem. This is where a lot of people had some trouble. And it's okay because it was called you have to read carefully. So, Justin Bodo, you are going to, 1, show your face behind that camera. Thank you. And now you're going to read question 6, sir.
What number is not part of the solution set to the inequality?
All right. So, any ideas what we're going to do here, Mr. Bodo? It's okay if you don't know.
I think we should
I wrote a hint in red.
we should subtract the numbers. Yes,
Subtract or substitute?
substitute.
Okay, so what is choice A? It says 11, correct?
Yeah.
So in place of W, what do we substitute?
We substitute from like W, you mean?
What number goes in place of W? If answer choice A says 11, what number do I put there?
11.
Good. 11, check this out. What's 11 minus 10, sir?
1.
Is 1 less than or equal to 16? Is that a true statement?
No.
It's not?
16 is greater than that.
Right. So now my question to you is 1 less than or equal to 16? You just answered it. You just said something.
Less than.
Is 1 less than or equal to 16?
Less than.
Okay, so the answer is yes. Let's do choice B, sir. Let's do B here. Oh. Okay, so what we're doing here, because a lot of you guys had some struggles on this question, because I think you didn't read carefully. Okay, let's try B. Same exact thing that we got here with the W minus 10 is less than or equal to 16 is the same exact thing we're going to apply here. So now, Justin already figured out that obviously, yes, this is a true statement. So Justin, on B, what number goes in place of W?
15.
Good. What's 15 minus 10, sir?
5.
5. Now, my question to you is 5 less than or equal to 16?
Less than.
So is it less than or equal to 16? Yes or no? Is 5 less than 16?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to write YES here. Are we following what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to now do that for C and D. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make 2 boxes here just because, C and D. So I'm going to just kind of divide it down the center here. All right. We're going to do C and D in the box. So we're going to say that this is C here. And we're going to say that this is D as in dog. Okay, Justin. So we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to be using the expression, which is the inequality. W minus 10 is less than or equal to 16. And we're going to substitute what in place of W now? What number? Huh? What does D say? What number?
26.
Right. So now if we substitute 26, 26 minus 10 is what, Justin?
16.
Okay, so is 16 less than or equal to 16 is the question, sir.
Equal to.
So is it true?
Yeah.
Yep. So clearly we know, right? So far, every answer is yes. This is where we got stuck, I saw in yesterday's work. So 16 is less than or equal to 16. I'm going to put the line under there. Just give me a moment to do that. Now we can say that this is a true statement. Now we only have one question left. Now we're going to substitute 27 into the inequality to figure out what that looks like. So W minus 10 is less than or equal to 16. So now we're going to substitute 27 in place of W, right, Justin?
Yeah.
So Justin, what's 27 minus 10, sir?
17.
Okay, so is 17 less than or equal to 16? Does that make sense?
It's greater.
Right, so is that true?
No.
No, it's greater as he stated. So therefore, Justin, 17 is less than or equal to 16. The answer will be no. So therefore, it is this now. Let's go back to the question. Which number is not part of the solution? What do you pick?
D.
Yes. Does everyone see why it's D? A lot of you were giving me C. I'm not sure why. So this is the correct answer. Key word here is not. So Justin, You actually answered this question, so you have to screenshot this picture right now, please. And you're going to post this in Google Classroom.
How do you screenshot it?
Okay. Okay, we can have someone help you. Let's have Abigail.
URL and then the one kind of above 6.
Say that again, Flavia.
He could press the CTRL button and then the button upper than 6. Or I have it.
You got it, Justin?
Yeah, but how do you post it? Like,
Okay, I don't want to take away time for that. Okay, Flavia, can you maybe take a screenshot and then a few minutes before class, I'll put you in a breakout room so you can help them?
yeah, I got it.
Okay, let's move on to number 7 because I want you to do the independent work. All right, Abigail, can you do this one? Just because it has your name in it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's it got? What does it say?
Juliana and Abigail made cookies for a bake sale. Juliana made 12 cookies. Abigail made 3 more cookies than Juan. Juliana, which expression represents the total numbers of cookies Juliana and Abigail made?
So how many cookies does Juliana have?
Juliana has 12 cookies.
And Abigail, what does it say you got?
Make C more cookies.
Then it should say actually Juliana. I don't know why Juan is there. So, question. C more than. What operation is more than?
Addition?
Okay. So now we already know, does it make sense to have C or D?
No.
Okay. So now we're left with choice B or choice A. What do you guys think?
I think it's A.
I think it's B.
Can somebody explain why they say A, why they say B?
I say B because basically they made 12 cookies and you had to add 12 more because that's kind of the total number that they did. Because they could only do 12 for each pack. So I think it's 12 plus 12 C.
Okay. Abigail, what do you think?
I say A because it's 12 cookies and then Abigail makes 12 and C more. So it's just regular 12 cookies and then it's C more cookies.
Okay, both your reasonings are really great. This is a really poor worded question. So if you put A or B, I would accept it because I hear both of your reasonings. I can understand why somebody would put C more than they think you add. And I also understand where Flavia is coming from, right? Does anyone want to give it a shot? And if you had to pick a real answer, what would it be? Like Tori, or I know Flavia said it was B. What do you think?
I would say A.
Who said A?
Me, Tori.
Can you explain why?
I would say A because B is basically saying 12 plus 12 multiplied by C and
Oh.
adding. So I would say it's A.
So Flavia, like I said, you weren't wrong with your reasoning. It made perfect sense. It was a trick question. Based on what Tori said, it's pretty much what I was going to say, that if you had to pick an answer, technically it would be A. Okay? Flavia, you good? Abigail, can you screenshot this? I'm just going to write one thing. Wording. Hold on before you screenshot it. I'm going to write wording is tricky. Abigail, you got it?
Yeah.
Christian, you're going to do number 8. Christian, this is the easiest one. Christian. Once. Okay, we don't have time for that. Don't have a lot of time. Let's try, Juliana had a turn. Adam, can you do number 8? The name is Azalea. Okay, so we'll call on somebody else. Lorena, you're going to read number 8. The name is Azalea. Please read it.
Azalea goes to the store and buys 4 cartons of eggs for $12. A. Write an equation that can be used to find C, the price of a carton of eggs.
Okay, let's start there. So, Lorena, how much is the carton of eggs?
$12.
So an equation, does it have an equal sign or no equal sign? Equations, do they have an equal sign or no equal sign? Think about it.
Equal sign?
Good. So we know we're going to have something is equal to 12, correct?
Yes.
Well, it says use what variable for carton? What does it say? Find blank the price of the carton of eggs. What letter do we use?
C.
So what are we going to do with the 4 and the C? We're going to multiply. Are we going to add it? What are we going to do? We're going to subtract
Add it.
it. Huh?
Add it.
We're going to add it or we're going to multiply?
Multiply.
Okay, so we're going to write this down and we're going to write has an equal sign. Now, we are now going to use the equation to do what? What does it say in part B, young lady? Can you read part B for us?
Using your equation, determine the price of the carton eggs.
How are we going to solve this? What method? I'm writing it down. What's that method
The
called?
wall method.
Okay, great. So you're going to help us out. We're going to make a vertical and a horizontal line. If we know this is multiplication, what is the inverse of multiplying?
Division.
Okay, so what are we going to divide by on both sides? What number is in front of the C?
4.
Good. So now when we do the division, what's 4 divided by 4?
3.
4 divided by 4 is 3?
1.
Thank you. 1. And what is 12 divided by 4 equal to?
3.
So how much is each carton of eggs?
$3.
Good. How would you go about to check this equation? Remember the 3-line check?
Yes.
So line 1, we do what? We rewrite the what?
The equation.
Good. Line 2, what do? We starts with an S.
Substitute.
Good. So 4 times 3 is how much, young lady?
12.
And line 3, we're going to show that the left and the right are equal. What's 4 times 3?
4 times 3 is 12.
So is 12 equal to 12, Lorena? That was really easy. Yes or no?
Yes.
So is this the correct solution to say that each carton of egg is $3?
Yes.
Bam. Nice job, Lorena. So here is problem number 8. Lorena, can you screenshot this and post this in Google Classroom?
Yes.
Let me know when you have it so I can move on. We got 2 more problems. Are we ready? Lorena?
Yes.
All right, let's do number 9. All right, let's see. Kalani Roman, please read number 9. Kalani Roman, going once. Okay, let's move on. Maria, can you read number 9, please? Maria.
Mr. R has 30 snacks to give out to his class. After giving snacks to a group of students, each student gets 1 snack. He now has 24 snacks. A. Write an equation that could be used to find G, the number of students in the group.
Stop right there. We're going to do that part first. Look at the question. How many snacks does he have left?
24.
Okay, and how many were his total?
30.
So what am I going to do with the 24 and the G? What are we doing with the 24 and the G, guys?
Multiplying.
We're multiplying. What? No. He has a total of 30, but when he finishes, he has 24 left. So what do we do with the G and the 24? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna add or subtract?
Add.
So thank you, G plus 24 is equal to 30. Now, a lot of you were on your thing, were writing 30 minus 24 equal G, right? That's what a lot of you people were writing when you turned it in yesterday. Because again, this isn't to be turned in. It's too late. It's not going to be graded. So G represents the number of students. Plus it says he now has 24 snacks and he had 30. Correct? So now how do we solve this question? Maria, what method do we use? We just did one. Lorena just did one. Somebody help her out. How do we solve?
Okay, so now we find it by wall method. So minus 24 because the opposite of addition is subtraction.
What's another word for opposite?
Inverse.
Good. Good, keep going.
And then after you will do 30 minus 24, and that equals 6.
Okay. So then it says how many students are in the group?
30 students are in the group.
There are 30 students or there are 6 students in the group?
There are 6 students in the group.
Which means that there's 4 groups, right?
Yes.
I mean 5 groups, sorry. Right?
Yeah.
Does anyone agree? Does everyone agree? If you say I agree, type it. Thumbs up. Thank you, Hazel. I got 6 people that agree. 8, 9, 10. Come on, there's like 30 of you on here. Okay. All right, let's move on to the last question. Now, this is another question. I don't know what happened here, but Arlenis, can you read this last question for me?
Which number line shows a graph of the inequality x is greater than negative 25?
All right, so
Yeah.
talk to me about greater than. We shade to the right. We have an open circle. Remember that?
Yes.
I wrote this down. Less than, we shade to the left. We have an open circle. When we have the lines underneath, it's going to be closed. And if it's greater than or equal to the right, less than or equal to the left. So now, Arlenis, we want greater than negative 25. So are we shading to the right or the left?
The right.
Okay, so if it's greater then it has to be to the right. So which answers can we cross off? Which are shaded to the left? Let's start there.
Cross off A and C.
A, and does everyone see how we go A and C because they're to the left? Now, argument's sake, what would be the inequality for A? X is what? X, is it less than or greater than?
Less than.
Okay, what would the inequality be for the C in the purple? X is what?
X is less than 25, not negative 25.
Okay. Let's look at B and let's look at D. Let's look at D. What is the inequality for this one, for D?
Well, it would be X is greater than 25.
Okay, and let's look at choice B now.
This one would be X is greater than negative 25.
Okay, so X is greater than, okay, so now, sorry about the period there. Oops, greater than. Okay, so Arlenis, according to the question, right, we identified the inequality for every single one, as you can see, right?
Yes.
Which one matches the question that was asked? A, B, C, or D?
B.
Everyone see that? Does everyone see why Arlenis selected? Why is it not letting me pick a sheet? Why Arlenis selected B? Everyone see that? Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? Are they confused? Okay. He's coming in so late. All right. Anyone have any questions? So, Arlena, since you did this question, can you kindly screenshot this and post it in Google Classroom for Saturday school, please?
Oh, that's Justin Hudson.
I got it.
That's Justin Hudson.
Okay, we have to do this now. We have an exit ticket to do. So if you paid attention, this should be a walk in the park for you. So again, the only thing you have to do today is an exit ticket. I took away the notes because this is an assignment that you were supposed to have completed by yesterday at 9. So like, again, do not turn it in because it will not be graded. I went over the answers. That is not fair. All right, let's look at this. Type your class. We just went over question 2. What is the answer? What is the answer? Arlenis just did this question.
B.
Thank you. Let's go over the next one. We just did this. It says write an equation that could be used to find C, the price of the egg cartons. For example, 5C equals 15. What do we write here? We just did it. Who remembers? What do we write?
3.
Ooh. Hey, it says write the equation though. So
Number, well, 4C equals 12. Well, $12.
equal 12. Okay, write
So
that.
do we just make 12 or $12?
You could put either way. All right, looking at number 4. It says the cost of each lunch is $6.25. There's a one-time fee of $3.50. Which expression could be used? Wow, okay. I like it. So she says it's A. Are we clear so far? Is everyone following what's going on? I mean, there's no surprises here. Okay, let's see the next question. How much was the total lunches that we just did?
A.
A.
Thanks, Nia. Thanks, whoever just answered. Appreciate you right now.
I had a really good sleep.
Okay. How many points do you think you earned out of 15? You're going to turn that in.
Oh, Miss. So for question,
Hold on, wait.
Miss Canella.
Wait, 1 second, Nia. So you're going to make sure that the exit ticket's turned in. You have 13 minutes left. Yeah. And in the next 13 minutes, if that's done, you're going to work on iReady.
Miss Canella.
Hold on. Even though you already did your iReady time for math, you could do ELA. But if you haven't completed your math iReady, you need to do that now. Are we clear?